Welcome back, guys. Today I'm joined by my bestie, Nikki Roy. I actually want to give you a little squeeze. Thanks for coming today.
Of course. Thanks for having me. Happy to be here.
Honored to have you.
Let's get deep.
I know. We always do this. Even when we're hanging out, we'll go out for coffee and we're like, fuck, we should have been recording.
Yeah, that happened like last week. God
Literally.
damn. Could this be a mini episode?
I need to start bringing the mics everywhere we go. Yeah. And for those that are not new here, you probably would have seen Nikki before. We did an episode about a year ago on self-esteem. Mm-hmm. It's a good one. It's a free one. Check it out. Yeah. And we did that in the forest outside.
Did.
That was fun.
That was cute.
We should do it again in the woods because that was really nice. Mm-hmm. Just like a little nature moment.
Yeah, there's tons of areas we could go.
Yeah. And today we're going to be talking about sobriety.
Cheers.
Yeah, cheers. Coffee. I've got electrolytes. Oh yeah. Woo. Look at us, eh? Yeah, I haven't recorded an episode on sobriety in a long time. I think probably 2 years. And I would have been about a year sober at the time. I'm 3.5 years sober now, for those that are new here. And what a journey it's been.
Yeah.
For both of us.
Seriously.
Would you like to go first in sharing your journey with sobriety and like using alcohol to cope and all the things?
Sure.
Want to start us off?
Oh gosh. Where do we start?
Start in childhood. No.
Yeah, literally. So came out the womb.
Pounding beers.
Yeah. I remember the first time I got drunk, I was 13, almost 14.
Damn.
Grade 9. And I got like so drunk. And it was almost like this feeling of like, oh my God, this is so freeing. This is so fun. This is so exciting.
So fun.
This is so great. And I grew up in a really small town, like 2,000 people, small.
Damn, that is
so
small.
We didn't have anything really to do. It was a lot of us were like farm kids or small town people. And so for fun, we drank. And like, that was kind of like a rite of passage.
Yeah,
we didn't have anything to go to. And it was such a culture around drinking and partying.
Yeah.
And then in grade 9, one of our like closest friends, like his parents weren't really home ever. And so we partied at his house so much. We had like free range. And I was always just like telling my parents like, oh, I'm just staying at my friend's house for the night, or like, I'm just going into town. And like, I'm sure they knew what I was doing, but I don't think they knew like how extreme drinking I was doing. And so it just kind of like progressed throughout high school, drinking so much, partying so much. Like partying and drinking was the center of my world. Like it was like part of my identity.
Yeah,
like partying, life of the party, drinking, like everything was centered around where are we going tonight? Who has the party? How do we get alcohol? Who's booting for us? You know, like everything. And then me and all my personalities. Then we set off on the next note. I was a really good athlete. Like I loved playing basketball, and I wanted to play basketball at a college level. And so I got this like little scholarship to this little community college, and I was going there, and I ended up hurting my knee. And I was so deep into like partying and drinking that I couldn't really take anything else seriously. I didn't know how to take like my education seriously. I didn't know how to take training seriously, sports seriously. Like I had so much talent, but my mind was so much more fixated on partying than it was on getting in the gym or studying. Like I feel like I'm a smart person. Like I have a master's degree now.
Yeah, she's a very smart person.
But I like barely passed high school.
Damn.
Like barely passed high school. There were a couple diplomas that I did actually fail, and I miraculously still passed the classes, or I was really, really bad at like testing and focusing because my focus wasn't there. Like it was everywhere else. And so I didn't really have much like goals or ambitions as to like who I would be in the world, because when I graduated high school, I didn't even know what university was. So yeah, so at college, I didn't really take like my injury, my rehab seriously, sports seriously, education seriously. I ended up getting put on like academic probation in college.
Wow.
And then I dropped out my first year and I was like, fuck this, I'm just gonna go party.
Love a goal.
So I was like, partying is life. And there I was back at the bar 5 days a week, drinking and just like literally living to party.
Yeah.
And like, don't get me wrong, it was fun. I had a ton of fun nights. It
was a riot.
It was a riet.
It was a riot. Alcoholism, it was a riot.
That's why we stay in it for so long.
Yes, exactly. Like it's not fun.
Yeah.
Like hangover, anxiety that comes with it, shit. But like partying,
lit. Getting drunk, woo.
Being buzzed. Trigger warning to anyone who's trying to get sober right now. Yeah.
Like those moments when you go to the bathroom and you look at yourself in the mirror and you're like, holy shit. Let's go take a shot.
I was comeback queen too. I would fucking barf my guts out and be like, time for a line.
Seriously. Love it. Sober me up. Man. Let me drink more. So yeah, I ended up kind of stumbling back into basketball just from other people supporting me, and then I kind of blew it again. I didn't take my rehab seriously. I ended up hurting my knee again. I had to get 2 surgeries, and I was just like, this is not the life for me because it's too hard, and partying's easier, and it's more fun, and it makes me feel better about myself. Whereas taking my education seriously or my rehab seriously or an athlete seriously, that meant that I had to like prioritize that.
Yeah.
And I couldn't prioritize that over drinking. And that's like really shitty to think about. It's sad.
It is. It is alarming to reflect upon our past selves and like what we were willing to accept and tolerate for ourselves and also the people that loved us too. Like it's just, for me, it's night and day.
Totally. And I think when I was back then, I put a lot of blame on other things as to why I wasn't doing good in school or able to do good in basketball or like whatever. It was like always everybody else's fault but my own, you know?
Yep.
Classic.
Yep.
So it actually makes more sense to me now though, being sober and reflecting on it, because I can see what was happening for me very clearly. And I'm like, oh, that's why. Yeah. It's not that I like didn't have the talent. It's not that I wasn't smart. It's not that I didn't have the dedication or the discipline or the motivation, because I do now.
Yeah.
And I'm like, wow, I did have a lot of that. I didn't know how to use it. And I also was getting drawn towards something else so significantly.
That was normalized by society too.
Totally.
Like it's not even like you were doing crystal meth, which is like a lot less normalized than alcohol. It's like you were just going with the flow of what you'd been conditioned to believe too. So that makes it even harder to break out of, I think.
100%.
Because everybody,
all my friends were doing it.
Everybody.
And I was praised for it.
Yeah.
You know, like it was fun. Everyone was doing it. It was weird if you weren't. Yeah. And especially small town culture. Like I think a lot of Canadians in small towns can like relate to that. Is like, that's what you do. That way, what makes you cool. You drink and drive. You drink until you can't, and then the next person does. Like
blacking out is like
dangerous.
funny, and I'm like, but
it's not.
But I stopped making memories. My memories stopped forming because I was drinking too much poison. It's literally the opposite of cool.
Literally, yeah. So that was early 20s. I kind of stumbled through my degree while partying, taking like a year off, going back, taking a year. Like I was very like up and down through it. And I ended up in like a really violent relationship that then again like skyrocketed a lot of like partying and drinking. And in my like mid 20s, I started getting a ton of physical symptoms from alcohol. I didn't think it was alcohol at the time. I was like, what's wrong with me? Yeah. It's not the drinking. It was. It was the poison, let me tell you that. And I always kind of had these reactions. Like I would, after my first drink, would be like covered in a rash. Rash, my cheeks would be red, my nose would completely like stuff up. I couldn't breathe. I would start to get, like just clammy and rashy, and I would just like drink through it. And like eventually it would go away. But then I also started getting like violently sick the next day. Like I would vomit 10, 15, 20
Jesus.
times the next day. And it would take me days to feel okay again. And then I noticed like even just my body started getting like so inflamed and like so unwell. My skin, like my hair, like everything, like motivation, just like everything just started decreasing so much. And I remember I was going to the doctor and they were like testing me for like celiac and like autoimmune diseases and like all these things because like my GI symptoms were terrible. And not once was somebody like, is it the alcohol?
That's crazy too. Don't get me started on modern medicine.
Right?
No, get me started. No.
Yeah, we'll get started in a few.
Oh, man.
So I was like, damn, like, I don't know how much longer I can like live like this. Like I was like, so I'm a therapist now. Surprising. And
not because you're brilliant and amazing and smart as fuck. Yeah. You were just a little alcoholic for a while.
It's silly me. But I was noticing as well, like if I was going out drinking like Friday, Saturday with my clients on like Monday, I would just, the brain fog was just so intense. And it was like, they were like, I couldn't remember words. And I was just like stumbling to be like, oh, what the fuck is that word? And like, I can't think straight. And like, I'm here, but I feel like I'm not here. And I'm not doing the best job that I can because my brain is like, it felt like it was like moving in slow motion. And I was like, oh my God, like this is like a very serious role that I have. And like, what am I doing? And so I kind of hit this point in, I don't know. I had just turned 30, I think. I don't know. Yeah. And it was Christmas Eve. And my husband and I went over to a friend's house and we got really drunk. And like, really drunk. Like, you know, like blackout by 10, don't remember anything, like extreme. And it was fun. Yeah. But it was not fun after. And I remember it was like our first kind of Christmas that we were just spending by ourselves with no friends, no family. And I had this big meal planned. I had like breakfast, like eggs Benedict, and then I had a big charcuterie board planned, and then I had this big dinner plan. And I spent I spent the whole day in the bathroom. Damn. And I felt so shitty about myself. Like I was like, this is not okay anymore. Like this is so bad. My husband literally spent like the day by himself, like, and he was so nice about it. But we didn't eat anything. We didn't do anything. And it was like the day where I was like, I can't fucking do this anymore. Like this is literally ruining my life. Yeah. Like there's no point to getting that drunk. And I didn't have an on-off button when I was drinking. And I kind of classify myself as like a binge drinker. Mm-hmm. I wasn't somebody that would like come home and have a glass of wine. That was never me. I never had like 1 or 2 drinks at dinner. I never drank like that. It was never a beer when I come home from work or a glass of wine in the tub, like maybe a couple times. But I was a binge drinker. Yeah. So like every Thursday, Friday, Saturday, sometimes Wednesday, you know, for like 10 years, it was every day almost. But I was like pedal to the metal, like shots, shotgunning, beer bonging, chugging, fucking everything. Like I was like, as fast as I can get it into me, get it in.
Keg standing. Yeah.
Which made it so fun, but bad. Yeah. So I was like, that was my point that Christmas. I had already started thinking about it because I had already started being like, is it the alcohol? Mm-hmm. That like question started coming to me 3, 4, 5 months before I had this like breaking moment. And I was like,
ding, ding, ding.
Is it something else?
Am I the problem?
Factory? Is it me?
Am I the problem? I don't think I'm the problem.
I thought it was everybody else in my whole life.
Oh, fuck.
And so since then, I went 2 years, I would say like 90 to 95% sober. I would still have like one beer like once a month or every 6 weeks. If we went to like a brewery with a friend, I'd be like, oh yeah, like sure, I'll get one. Or like if it was somebody's birthday, I would maybe have a glass of champagne or something. Or I would like smoke a joint or like do a little bit of like mushrooms or something. But that was kind of like once every 6-8 weeks. Now so last year my husband and I decided we were going to go like full sober because just being kind of 1 foot in, 1 foot out. I mean, we needed that process, but we decided to go full sober. And so, yeah, October 1st, which was just a couple days ago, was 1 year full sober.
Babe. That's sick.
Yeah. I know, it's crazy. And it has changed my life. I can't wait till we get to that part.
All right, guys, that was just a taste. The full episode, the raw, unfiltered version, is waiting for you on Patreon. This season is different. I'm talking sex parties, heartbreak, identity shifts, imposter syndrome, the shit I've never said out loud. No edits, no filters, no fluff. If you're ready to hear the full story, you know where to find me. Link is in the show notes, and I'll see you on the inside.